Howdy, howdy, folks, and happy Hump Day, yeah! A-Train here with you for another episode of Planetbase, now available on Steam from Madruga Works. Planetbase 2, now in production, due out early 2027. We're looking forward to that, as there's going to be vehicles involved, easier and better management, so there's not so much micromanagement, and new buildings, all kinds of stuff. So plus it's going to be our solar system instead of these kind of made up worlds. So that's pretty exciting. And so what we're doing is working on closing out the first game, at least to the base specifications of achievements. There's 10 achievements per planet, the 10th being consolidation, which is where you hit 300 colonists. And I had done that on the first planet. So we had the second, third, and fourth to do. Today we're going to finish out the second planet. We only needed like 24 or 26 people last time. Then a major die-off, the second major die-off of the episode started occurring, which turned into 2 die-offs. I wound up dropping back down to like 220 people and hated it. So, yeah. So I went ahead and just played on offline to get back up to where we were. Now we're in striking distance. We're going to close out Hoth Hideout, and we're going to start a new place called Resnick Ranch, named in honor of U.S. astronaut Judith Resnick, who died aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger in 1986. So, all right. So here's what we want to do. I want to switch into gameplay so you see what I see, and we're going to load Hoth Hideout. Yeah. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. And it's great being back with you here on a Wednesday. Nice day in DFW. Not super hot. Not hot, super hot, but it's close. All right, 291 people. This is the base. This is all we got. I mean, this is it. We're done. We got no more room to work with. This is the original mine. That's the only original part that has survived. We have done a lot of work. We've sized down our starport basically to 3 landing pads. So right now everybody's pretty happy, joy. So we're gonna just heck with it. Let's get done. Okay, get her done. We're gonna bring in mostly biologists, but the issue we're having, and I haven't understood this, is and God knows the first ship will come in with like 6 people, and they'll be actually bad guys who have taken over one of our cruise ships. Engineers are just not working. I cannot get enough carrier bots to move all this metal and bioplastic to the machines to make more bots, and it has been extremely frustrating. But then the carrier bots have also been shuttling food around, because you see we got tons of food, we got a bunch of meals. So let's see if we're gonna get blasted. Nope, we got 2 biologists and an engineer. Cool. We're just looking at consolidation. That's all there is to it. We need 6 more people. All right, we got bots. We're buying every bot we can get our hands on. If you want to see kind of the crew breakdown, we got 294, 87 workers. Oh, here's another ship. 101 biologists. Oh, there's 3 more. That's 2 engineers and another biologist. I mean, this is going to take no time at all, the way it's going, because we're in excellent shape. 102 biologists now, 62 engineers, 17 medics, and 29 armed guards. 40 bots, 16, 8, and 9. There's 2 more. 299, the next one will have us done. 16 carrier bots, 9 constructor bots, and 15 driller bots. And this is going to have us DUN done the second this next lights up and they offload people. Please don't be a bunch of bad guys. Yes, we're there. Consolidation reached. Hooray and huzzah. Your colony now has 300 citizens. Hooray. We made it. Yay. Whew. Those die-offs are killing me. So, I could not... Well, okay. I think I did figure out how. We're going to basically... That's it. We're saving the game. And we're exiting. Boom. Done. All right. So if we go back to... We're going to go to new game for a second so we can see... Yay. We had 10 of 10 in Class D. Now we got 10 of 10 on Class F. Now we're going to the overwhelming planet. Now, you noticed that the thumbnail is actually for the overwhelming planet. All right, but I just jumped in, picked. It looked like this area right here. I picked an LZ that kind of looked like this space right here. Okay, we dropped in on it, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't look good." But here's your trick. Okay, if you want to get a good LZ landing zone, you've got to. It's hard to know if you're going to have a lot of space to build. Okay, we may actually try this one. So let me just back this out because I didn't. All right. The thing you need to do is load into the game, let this whole thing here play out, and as soon as as soon as the screen opens up, save. All right. So here's our strategy here. All right. So this planet has no atmosphere. Wind turbines are useless. We have 2 workers, 1 biologist, 1 engineer, 1 medic, and a carrier bot. That's it. Okay. Now, quickly save game. Okay. So now we've saved the game. Now I'm not worried about them. Okay. We got a big open space. But how open? Oh, it goes this way. All right. Let's go this way for a bit. Let's see how far we can go. If we can break into this plane, okay, we can get to this point. It's not bad. Okay, there's some space to work with over here. We may be able to punch across this and work this area. And we may be able to edge past that and get to this area. Space is really the key. We may actually be able to work our way through here as well over to this area, which really, because look how far we're getting to move. See, the fact that we saved, we're just going to go back and reload that save because right now we're just wasting time. We're halfway through the first day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you save immediately to see if it's a good LZ. If you're trapped in a corner, if you're caught in a trap, you can't walk out. You know, like Elvis sang. Elvis wants some lemonade. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. Watch Eddie Murphy Delirious. All you gotta know is how to sing. If you get caught in a bad spot, then just go back and load again. Okay, right? All right, so we're going to exit the game. Yes. And we're going to load Resnick Ranch. Boom. Now, we don't have to watch the dealio. We know we've got us a good LZ. So here we go. Now, before we launch in, let's talk about this planet. There's no atmosphere, therefore wind turbines are useless. Okay? Everything is solar panels. The threats, and they are bad, are meteors, because there's no atmosphere. There's nothing to slow down the meteors. And so we've got to work to get anti-meteor lasers built kind of quick. We're going to be working on diversifying facilities, getting extra crews. So if we take a meteor hit on the crew dormitory and it wipes out half the crew, we don't want it to wipe out all our biologists or all our engineers or all of one class of people at one time. Okay, you don't want to lose half your crew and it be all your people who grow plants, because then things are going to go to hell. You're not going to be able to get replacements and it's game over. Okay. So large solar panels and wind turbines are more efficient. They require less spare unit per unit of energy produced. That's just a note. That's not applicable to this planet because, again, there's no atmosphere. So it's all solar panels and then anti-meteor defenses. Solar flares are an issue, so it'll be helpful once we get a telescope up to detect solar flares. Your people get irradiated by that, and it will kill them over time. You have to have a med bay, you have to have medical supplies, and a medic has to treat them before they die. So getting an advance notice of a solar flare is a big deal, because then you just make sure you get everybody inside the base. And then you can turn off if you don't have the security office yet, and can declare yellow alert or red alert, which gets everybody back in the base. You can just close the mines, get everybody back in the base, and then turn off the airlock, because then they can't leave, right? Okay. So our first objective is going to be to get a solar panel up, power collector, water extractor. Then we may throw, we're going to throw a landing pad, then a airlock and an O2 generator. We want to get the landing pad in as quick as possible so that we can, while everybody's in a good mood, hey, this place looks kind of great, okay? Before that morale falls off the cliff, we want to make sure we get some extra people in, namely some biologists. Biologists will be the focus. We only have one to start with, and we're gonna make a little bit of a gutsy call and go for the second biodome, which the first one only holds 4 pads. The second holds 12. The bigger one then holds 16, and then the farm dome holds 24. Holds 24. We probably won't be fussed with building the farm dome or the mega storage dome. The key thing is going to be getting the bot blueprints, the big power collector, the big solar panel, get those blueprints in, and then eventually the bigger water collector, the GM tomato, GM onion, because that then just makes it more efficient to feed your crew as it puts out 4 of either vegetable in a growing cycle as opposed to just 3. Let's see, what else am I forgetting? Oh, and then there's of course the Goliath wind turbine. We don't care. I've already got that achievement unlocked. Our objective is to get to 300, and by looking at the patents we don't need, we can focus on the patents we do. All right. So we don't need the wind turbine because we're not going to be building wind turbines. We don't need the farm dome or the enormous storage dome because that's just a big target for a meteor. And if you catch it at the wrong time, you're losing upwards of 10 to 15 people because people are transiting through there. You know what I'm saying? So we can build the very large. It's still a big target, but that's going to be, I think, the more efficient way and the safer way to build out the base. Especially up until we can get it defended as well as possible, which may be 94 to 96% intercept chance with the laser systems. Okay. All right. So we're going to be looking to get a landing pad built, get another biologist, get another engineer, get another medic, and then start building up our workforce as we get the critical facilities built. We will go through a little period where, boy, everybody's just depressed as hell because that's how you start on this. It's just really difficult. So you just got to get through the early part of the game, and then it starts rolling along. If we lose people early, well, we'll start over. All right. But yeah, I think we're in a good starting spot for this one. So this will be good. All right. So make sure that you hit that like button, and here we go with Resnick Ranch. First thing. Ditch that. Second, let's get busy. Actually, collector next. Let's do this right here. All right, and then we're going to do a solar panel. We're going to go big. And I'm going to try to kind of work this so that. All right, there's our 3 critical base infrastructure things. All right. We need those built, and then we can start looking at this. But we want to get actually landing pad probably can go, well, no, we don't want to be crazy. We want the landing pad right here. Okay, so there's that. And we can go ahead and turn the domes off. All right, there's that. Now, there's your first indication of what's coming. All right, and then we get these. And then we're just going to build this. Whoop, no, no, maybe not there. I know, I just did that. I just redid that like 3 times. All right. Now we're going to get this as far out here as we can. Come on. All right. Now, this... Whoops. Shoot. Wait. Quickly. 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 Oh, no. We didn't get... Oh, no, 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 no. All right. We got expansion in... I don't know what we got. All right. So, everybody needs oxygen. That's fine. Let's quickly look and see who we got. We did get a biologist, which is great, but see, now we're already at a poor state, so I was too slow on that. All right, well, we can work on this. All right, canteen, we're going to go here. That's slightly off center. Now, the problem is... We've got guys working in the mine. We're going to shut the mine down. We have to mind our state. Okay. We're in excellent state now. Okay. Okay. So we're going to try to get people in here. We're going to build... not that. We're going to build a biodome. Here, we're not going to go big. We're going to go this size. Okay, come on, give it to me. Give me the space to connect. Oh shoot! Let me see if I can do this here. Come on. Oh crud! I didn't see that. That's okay. We'll work through it. All right, let's go over here. Go this size, that size. Come on, give me. There you go. Let me drop it in as close as we can. And then we're going to look to build this small processing plant here. Okay. Now these we can connect. Here's the thing. Okay. This, and this you cannot make any bigger. These we can. So you want to minimize your extra connections early game to allow for upgrading those facilities. Okay. You don't want to waste, because anything you spend, it costs whatever amount for the dome. Like in this case, it's like 5 metal and 5 bioplastic. But then there's one for this, okay? And so we got to make sure that we get that. Okay, now this is up. We've got to make sure we have one of those and one of these. Okay. All right. There's a biologist and a medic. That gives us 3 biologists to work with. Now we need to focus on getting an engineer in here. So now we've got some redundancy. Let's get worker redundancy. Okay. Because we do not have worker bots or constructor bots. So engineers have to do all this work. All right, now, here's our dome. All right, what's first? Pasta's first. Okay? Wheat. Okay? And then we're going to do onions. Boom. Okay. Oh, we got a trade ship that's already here. Do we want to trade anything? We don't really have anything to trade. So, yeah, no, we're not. We're just going to dismiss them. I'm going to turn off the trade ships for now. Let's see where we're at. We're at poor status. All right, being at poor status, we're going to turn off the landing pad. Okay? So now, these are starting to get built. We're going to get people places to sleep. but it's going to take a minute because we have to focus on our priorities here. Ooh, this is going to be goofy. Let's see here if I can nick away at this a bit. Okay, I got us a little bit in a corner, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so let's get, because sleep is going to become a big deal to these guys. All right, so we're just going to build this right here, and we're going to build it off. I'm going to build it off here. I'm not going to build it off there. I am going to build it off there, but I want to build it off, not that, doofus, like that. Okay. This is now the priority, okay? People want to eat. See how they're sleeping on the floor? This is where we go into a holding pattern, okay? They're not going to be happy because they don't have somewhere to sleep, all right? So, Carrier Bot's going to be working his butt off here for a minute to get us, like this guy's going to lay down on the floor and go to sleep. Once they get some rest, they'll be okay. The key here is how quickly our power is bleeding down. We need to get some metal coming in. To get some metal coming in, we're going to need workers working in the mine. Now, what's the problem with workers working in the mine? Well, they tend to get hurt. That's not good, all right? So let's get everybody... See, this guy's going to watch TV. He's going to get happier. Okay, now, once we get this built, we build 2... See, this guy's working the 1 bit of ore we've got. All right, that's good. So we're going to build 2 beds. That's it. 1, 2. Okay. And then we have 1 extra. Now we have 3 biologists, right? Okay, we're up to decent. We're coming up. We're going to throw 1 rice pad into the mix. So we get starch from the wheat pad and the rice pad. Okay. And now we're going to put the guys to... Now we got beds. So now everyone can sleep. We're going to enable this because we need ore. We're going to upgrade this. Now, there's one thing we could do. I could make that connection and then take the landing pad out of play. We do have... we haven't reached survival state yet, but we're close. Okay, another couple of people. Once you get to like 10 people, I think you hit survival state. All right. Our one concern here is that we don't take a hit and get somebody hurt. The problem is that is highly likely to happen. I'm going to go ahead and the base will get redesigned. We're going to build our, and this is the problem here is this is the furthest distance from the pile, the logistics pile. But now we've got ore coming in. We just got to hope. All right, these guys are out of here. We're going to shut this down. We're a decent state. We're good. Open the landing pad back up. Get us a ship in here. And we want... We want workers. Because we need workers for to process the starch coming from here and the ore coming from here. Now, Carrier Bot's about to crap out on us, and then an engineer's going to have to come fix them up. Holy shnikey! We're lucky that wasn't connected there, because, well, it might have just missed it, but that would have cut off power to the base, which, again, is another situation where I talk about you got to have, see, we're under attack. It is not good. All right, we did not get a cruise ship in. Do I have it turned on? We do. We are in good... We should be able to get one person in here. All right. But he's processing metal. We need one more bioplastic. Oh, we may have starch. We do. Because we're out of bioplastic. We're going to have to turn this machine up. Now, we're getting close to daylight, but we're getting low on energy. Here comes crew. Hooray. All right, 2 workers. 2 workers are better than no workers. Hooray. Okay. So now, this is where we're going to turn that landing pad off. Okay. Manage your power. Okay. And we should have somebody come over here to move that metal. Come on, guys. You just got here. You're sitting down on the ship. You want to stretch your legs. Get out here. Oh, we need a bioplastic. So we need the... Look at that. Look how close this was. That's how dangerous this place is. It is not fun for our people. Now it's a race to get ore. I'm going to see what we can do over here. Fart around with this for a minute because we got a minute. Okay, because we got just some little places here that we can nick away at. And so there's a little bit of a building, limit on what's going to happen over here, but I think we can chip away at stuff to an extent. Okay, there's the med bay. Now, so now we got something for our medics. All right, so we're going to put a med bay bed in, and that done. Now again, that's going to eat up our self-sufficiency is reached. Hooray! So now we need our guys to go out. We've got the medical supplies. Once we get another bioplastic, they will build this medical cabinet, and then these medical supplies will get moved in out of the cold, as it were. All right. Right now, we actually have good food going. This is the key. You saw pasta, you saw salad. Okay. You want variety. Tomatoes, mushrooms, wheat equals pasta. 3 vegetables. In this case, we have rice, wheat, tomatoes, onions, mushrooms. Makes salads. And that raises your people's morale. Okay? We're actually in a good state at the moment. I want to wait till daylight, though, because I think we're going to bleed out power here before we get to daylight. We're bleeding power down quick. And we need to get, yeah, power storage is low. I get it. We may be without power for a minute or two. Shut that down. It's too late on shutting it down. Yeah. We're going to blow right through this power before dawn. And of course, since our solar panels don't reorient automatically, now it's starting to reorient. Yeah, I see you. Shut up. Okay. Now, we got this. We turn this back on. We don't need the med bay at the moment. We don't have much. Well, we do have some ore to process. All right. So next step is we're going to actually build just a small-ish panel. Let's go with the small. No. We want to get this filled up. Okay, this is the second biggest power collector you can build. So we could have gone with smaller, but then you're in a situation where you really have to manage power more. Now, the other aspect of this is what we talked about earlier. If I make this connection, and we could, okay, we got to make that connection. All right. Let's do this. Let's get this connection made, because then we're gonna take out the landing pad temporarily, build another solar panel, because that's going to give us 4 metal. Hopefully they're going to grab this one. Hopefully whoever's going to come out, they're going to grab this one. Grab the away one. You're a jerk. Okay. Oh, wait. Squishy. Now, we got nowhere to move that, but we do have a way to get that moved, because that's right where I want this to be. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Someone's going to come out and move that over there. And then, actually, with this connection built, we can take this out, and then do this. We could go to a 7. Oh, we got 7. We can pull this off now. Ooh, I need this moved again. This is not quite where I want it. Let's move it over here. Here, here, here. All right, let's see if I can do that. Somebody come get this. All right, get that moved over there. Very good. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Now we're going to delete that. And we're going to build the bigger solar panel, which was my objective anyway. All right, boys, get all that stuff moved over there. Now, we're going to need... We're run out of power. Yeah, I get it. We're going to need one for the connection. So we're going to have to power the mine back up. We got to wait for daylight for that. Yeah. Whatever. Just freaking keep moving, people. Power will be back up in a second. Oh, Jesus. Now I got to get the medic inside. Move. Get inside. Get inside. Get inside. This is not good. This is not good at all. All right, guys. You got. Oh, the med bay's got to be turned on. All right, one at a time. That's all we can do. Doc, heal the doc. Okay, one doc is sick. Both the docs are sick. So the docs have to go do their job for us to... Now this doc is... Oh, Jesus. Are we going to die? We're going to fucking die. We're going to die because the docs are idiots. Yep, there's one. Two down, and we're done for. This is a worker. This is another worker. They're both going to die, and we just got screwed. All right, did I not tell you this was going to happen? I'm pretty sure I told you this was going to happen. Okay, so the only thing we can try to do now is build the freaking landing pad again, and hope we can get some docks in here. We're in excellent state. We lost 2 workers. We're not totally done for, but we're now in a desperate situation. I mean, that was totally wrong. We had 2 docks, and both of them managed to get killed. So we don't need the power on the med bay anymore. And we don't need power on in here. But we do need this built. Sooner rather than later, dude. Appreciate it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna shut it down until daylight, though. Okay. So basically, all we have is the dorm, the canteen, the O2 generator, even the airlock. We can shut that down. All right. Yep. Both our docks got caught outside. You saw it did not take long for them to croak. All right. Now, what I want to do is reset this setup. Let's put that there. Yeah, I got you. And let's put this. Come on. Hook it up. Hook it up. Hook me up. I think that will... No. Yep, I got you. Just hold on. Hold on for one more day. You hold on. A little Wilson Phillips for you there. I just need this moved. Okay. All right, power's coming up. Boy, we got close. We're going to power the airlock up because we want these 2 pieces of metal moved. Come on. I need workers and a dock. Well, we had 4. Oh, we have 2 workers. I missed the memo on that. Oh, wait. Now, I need people. I need people. Let's go, people. We got nothing there to process. But I don't want to bring the mine up. I need a ship. I need a ship in here. Let's go. Thank you. One dock, one worker would be great. Okay, there's a dock. We're going to keep that up because we need to replace 4 people. We need 2 docks and 2 workers. At least we got a dock. Because then we got to recycle the landing pad. We need that metal to get this bigger solar panel built. Actually, we do. If we get one more ore in here, the math will work, because I think if we recycle this, we get 4 back. Okay, so we got 2. This needs 7. So 1, 5, 6. Well, we need a couple of ore. Guys are killing me. We got a bunch of starch stacked up. We need the mine running. The bioplastic is great, except that we don't need it at the moment. Everybody's got food, and we got good food at that. We got salads. Salads are good. Okay. Power's low. Got it. Shoot. This guy's hurt, but we still have all of our medical supplies left, because the 4 people who got irradiated did not get, helped, because 2 of them were medics. And so instead of the medic thinking, oh, let me try to go save lives. Yeah, all right, we got to shut that down. Now we got to push to daylight. We'll be okay. Oh, shoot. Oops, nope, that's not going to work. Okay, yep. All right, we got them back in the base, so that's good. I need that back up. As soon as daylight, here comes daylight. Okay, we're good. Relax. It's not much. We'll shut that down. Okay, now, Doc. There you go. Take care of our worker. But we got one more ore in play. Our carrier bot should go out there and take care of it. Actually, one of our new people here should take it. There's 2 workers. Okay, we've replaced the 2 workers. Our only issue now outstanding is we are down the dock. Okay, so now we need that up and running. We're going to take this down. We're going to put this up. We're going to keep this down. The other problem here, unfortunately, is if I could direct connect this, I could get this mine. Okay? As soon as it gets dark, we're unfortunately going to be really tight on power this time. Let's shut this down. And I could goof this up a little bit, but we're processing metal. If we can get you guys in there to clear this out. Okay, there's the dark. You know what? Okay, bring the metal. We have the metal to get this done. Bring the metal over. Everybody get out of the mine. Go grab some metal. Let's get this built. This is all we got to do now. And then we can rock and roll. Because this will fill this up every day. Much easier. And then we'll probably look to build additional collectors and then go from there. And you notice I stopped him right before he went to fix that one, because that would have really stuck us in a bad spot. All right, gotta quickly put you in a hold pattern. My dad is calling, so give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, my dad apparently he just turned 86, and so he lives alone because my mom passed last year, and well, yeah, apparently he had some not so good mussels for lunch, and where the hell's my base? I've lost. Oh, there's the base. Okay. Oh crap. Oh, that's gonna freaking kill us. No way. Okay, maybe not. Okay, get that fixed. Anyway, I'm like, dude, do you need me to come out there and help you? Yes or no? Because my sister lives like 5 minutes away from him. And she gets busy during the day and doesn't respond to phone calls. And yeah, that's just not good. All right, now this guy's facing the correct direction. So now, at least, we're getting power back up. And we're getting power back up at a much quicker rate than we were before. This solar panel does 80 as opposed to the middle one, which does 55. So, all right. We're in business. Let's just reopen the dorm. And we'll go ahead and reopen the mine. And so our next milestone we need to do actually is go back to... Whoop, not that. Is get our landing pad rebuilt. We also need, though, auxiliary power storage. Because I think this panel will fill up one of the deals. So I kind of want some auxiliary storage here. And we can get that right now. You see what I'm saying? It's almost full. So that means we can store more power. So instead of a landing pad, we're going to run our business and get this up and going. Because this only needs 3 metal, which we've got. Not that we're going to get any storage into it right now. But see, we're maxed out at this point. We're not using any because this is powering the entire base. But we want to have some auxiliary storage, and that is, how much is it? 10,000 units of storage? Well, it'd be great if it had gotten built, but it didn't get built. That's okay. All right, so now we're going to watch this guy. All right, now it's built. So tomorrow will be a better day. Now there's a guy in the mine. Now there's another guy in the mine. We're just going to push to get ore for a minute here, because then our landing pad is going to be next. If not, possibly another small solar panel. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Just keep building, keep hacking away at the rocks. Keep doing what you do. And follow OSHA standards, don't get hurt. Alright, so we got another ore output. So we got 2 in... Oh, this is good, actually. So now we can go ahead and lay in our... Oh, hell, someone got hurt. I told you not to get hurt. Actually, here, let's try putting the landing pad closer. Nope, I don't think... I think this is close we can put it. Okay, good. Okay, so now we got enough metal with ore. We're going to shut the mine down, get everybody out of there, and that's going to help on our power storage. But we're almost through the night. See what I'm saying? So this guy, unfortunately, because it doesn't turn the right direction to start with, it'll take it a few seconds. We'll lose a few seconds of daylight here. See how daylight's cooking along? You know? Alright. Maybe the clock stopped. Maybe time stood still. Okay. Oh, I got to get this guy medic. Oops. Back up. Alright, this has to be built. Oh, no. It's still pending. Okay. Alright, so this should be filled up by early afternoon. And then this one will start filling up, and that will start taking care of our power issue. For now. Alright, so you see this base here is a... and even, I mean, we lost people. We lost half our crew effectively. 2 medics, 2 workers. If we hadn't gotten those people in initially, you know, we would have been in trouble. So we went from 11 people down to 7. And now we've regained a medic and 2 workers. And the good thing to that is, all right, so that's full. This is coming up. And it's going to be full by the time we get to nightfall. Or pretty close. So it only holds 7,500, but this gives us 20,000 storage, which is the mega collector when it comes to... Come on, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Got there. Awesome. All right. Right now, we're just processing ore to get the landing pad back up. Because people are happy. If people are happy, we can get more people in the base, okay? We do have the ability to make one more machine here. Let's move some bioplastic. Okay. All right, now we can build the landing pad. And now I'm not fussed about this being on at night. The engineer's going to go out and he's going to build the landing pad. We're going to be back in business. Now, what do we need? Let's quickly look at what we need. We need workers. Okay, that's what we're going to do. You know what? Just do this. All right, so let's get some people in here. Oh, here comes some people. Wait, psych. Thought I saw some people coming in. Not there. We are. Hooray. Okay. Well, there's a biologist. Biologist is good. And now we're going to turn off the biologists, and we're going to try to get. We need another medic. We need workers. So now we're in the daylight. We did not get into our auxiliary power, our reserve power, so that's good. Table's been built. Great. Okay, cool. We built another machine over here, so now we should have some salads. So we got basic meals. Basic meals suck. And then we need to start looking at making spare parts and medical supplies. That's going to be our next objectives. But also, we're going to work on, let me see here. Okay, this is all open over here. Let's get that out of the way. And then hopefully, I thought this space, yeah, space is open. We're building around this big crater, and there's a smaller crater here. All right, here comes a cruise ship. All right, engineer and a worker. Excellent. Now we need a medic because we want to have Department of Redundancy department. Okay, we're going to raise that number up. Okay, but we're going to hold on to, we have a lot of meals, which is fine. We're going to build another bed. So half the crew has beds. We don't want to lose half the crew. And they may have basic meals, but that's okay. We are going to get rid of this second medical bed here. That's effectively storing a bioplastic. All right, that's working. This is working. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is build a second metal processor. In doing that, it's going to allow us to process this. So what we'll do is basically stack up ore, and then we'll just close down the mine to save power, and we will bring people in to process it. All right, 2 engineers and a medic. Outstanding. That's great. Now we can shift over to... Actually, I'm going to try to get a third medic in here. You see how much ore is there? Okay. Once this completes, close it down, get the guys out of there. Got them out healthy. We got 5 ore stacked up. Okay. So that's great. So now we got a second ore processor. People can start dragging ore in. Where things start getting a little bit crazy. Not a big issue, but let's look at storage. Or is it premature to look at storage? We could get a trade ship in here. Let's do that. Let's try to get some coins coming in from, hopefully we'll clear some of this food and starch out. Okay, give me a medic. One medic, one biologist. All right. This is looking pretty good. Actually, now, okay, we're going to hold on that. So we've got people. You know what? I want maybe a couple more workers. But now we've got redundancy to all the job positions. Ideally, all 3 medics are not going to be sleeping at the same time. Ideally, being the operative word. We are going to drop in a medicinal plant. And we're going to put in a lettuce pad. Now, let's see. I think we're okay so far on the water production. We do have an opportunity as soon as we get some more. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to fap around with this too much. I don't want it to be difficult for the guys to haul around. So let's actually do storage, even if it's a small store. Okay, we can connect that too. Yeah, that's going to get stuff cleared out, stuff moving, stuff out of the machines. Come on, just give me a couple more workers. All right, that's what we wanted. 20 people. Okay, because now if we start pushing much further, the issue becomes this capacity of this O2 generator, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and look to build. Wait. Yep, nope, we got the food up. Okay, that's good. We're going to use the bioplastic over here. So we need starch processed. We need ore processed. Okay. We want to give these guys work to do. They want to work until they don't want to work, which kind of sucks. Which is what killed the medics earlier, because they were irradiated, and instead of using their head and saying, "Hey, if I don't heal my fellow medic, I mean, we're all dead," right? So do something, even if you're going to die, right? All right, I don't know why I did. Oh, you know what? I was looking at the logo there. Oh, this looks like an electronics trader. Close, 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 close. Shoot. Oh, this is not good. Back inside. Back inside. Everybody inside. Damn it. Where are you going? Bot, get back inside, dude. Oh, the med bay's got to be active. Med bay is active. Get inside. Oh, my God. One of our engineers is going to die. 2 of our engineers are probably going to die. Okay, now we should be okay. But this clown, at least he's working until he's going to die. We have the bed open. We have the medical supply. The problem is we don't have a lab. Okay, so that's storage. Okay. We just need to get our engineer healed quickly. Doc. 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 Oh shit, he's done. He's done for. Sorry, dude. I didn't realize we were out of medical supplies. This is the problem with not having a command center. This is a risk you take. Sorry, man. Tried. I tried. So we're going to need, I mean, we've got redundancy in the engineering department. But let's go ahead and requisition another engineer because that one's going to die. And we're going to need maybe another medic simply because we're going to need people working in this laboratory as soon as we get it up and running. Okay, that's what we need. You dead. So, oh, wait. He's coming back. He's coming back to life, folks. It's amazing. Now, he may turn green in the dark or something like that, but hey, at least he didn't die. Did you die? No, actually, I didn't. Okay. You're my freaking hero, dude. That's awesome. All right. So, where do we go from here? Let's see if we can clear this out. I really just want to get a feel for what we have to build. Oh, shoot, that worked. Come on, lock in there again. You worked a second ago. Okay. All right, there's the workbench. All right, well, we just requisitioned. We got another dock and another engineer. Okay, well, and the figures. All right, so now, again, colonists off. All right, we need bioplastic. So we need people working in here. Processing plastic. Processing, do I want to do wheat? Maize actually may be a good option here. Okay, we can work with this. Oh, we can't work with this. 40% commission we can actually work with. We can trade that. We can trade 2 of these. Except we don't have any spare parts, and we only need 1 spare part for 1 solar panel. So if we don't have anybody hurt, trade that. We can only make, oh shoot, we do have somebody hurt. Nah, poop. But they'll just, me and Julio down at the schoolyard will just keep laying there until, are these machines filled up? We need these machines processed. All right, close out the mine, get out of there. Yep. All right, where are my frickin' medics? But we need bioplastic. All right, so these guys are working the bioplastic thing, and that's going to get us in business for medicine, for medical supplies. Then we'll get our worker Julio, me and Julio, down at the schoolyard, back at work. So that means our next concern is going to be a factory. So that, whoops. But also, I think we're going to need, oh, we can build a small one right there. Actually, we're going to okay, hold on. I'm not going to push that up. All right, this is going to get loaded up. Okay, dock. There you go. Doc, what are you doing? Marty. Okay. Next concern is going to be water. So we're going to need another one of these. And we need bioplastic, which, okay, they're working on medical supplies. Okay, that doc's taking a break. All right, someone else go jump on the table. Here we go. There we go. Get on there. Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Do 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 do. Medics, jump on it. Jump on. Uh-oh, and that's where I was worried about. Did I not say I was worried about water? I'm pretty sure I said I was worried about water because I was there when I said it. All right, we've got another person hurt too, so we need to, we're going to push to get another ore out because we got to build another water extractor, which sucks. We're going to actually build it off of here. We can't do anything bigger with that. All right, let's take this out of play. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah. We still got the spare parts. So we're going to rebalance. We're going to move the metal over there. All right, guys, get through this, get through this, get through this. Nobody get hurt. Get out of the door. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Jesus. Sucks having one airlock when all these people are trying to parade through there. All right, Julio got taken care of. Now it's Wednesday. Food stocks are low. Uh-oh, that's a problem. We got too many people and not enough food production. So we got to kick this in the butt. Let's build a radish pad. And then we may need a pea pad. P-E-A. P. As in peas. English peas. Okay. We got... Alright, we got one... Alright, good. So now we got the water production kicking it. We still got somebody hurt. We got a dock working. Okay. All right, so food's starting to pop, so I'll get the machines reloaded. Now, we probably won't be able to get anybody in here for a minute because our status is eh. But, and it just, we wound up with a little bit more crew than I wanted. We've got metal stockpiling, which is good. All right, so now let's go back to, we want to make sure this is, nope, that needs bioplastic. I need starch. Oh, there's starch in the machine. Come on, just get the work done, dude. We need some medical supplies. And food is, I think food's going to catch up here. All right, there's a pea pad. So this thing's almost maxed out. We only got 2 more pads available. I'm hoping what we've just built is going to be enough. We're going to have to take a chance here to power storage is low. Great. We've tapped into our reserves now. We've way tapped into our reserves now. All right. Which means, great. We're going to need... Oh, wait. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. All right, let's shut those down there for a minute. Maybe if we power down a couple of things. All right, we got food starting to produce. This is another hurt person. This is Quincy. He's not an ME. Okay, we need additional power production. So we may have to go even with the small panel. We can just get this up and going. I waited way too long in the day to do that, though. That was dumb on my part. But now we've got the food stuff going. We've got 4 starch plants going. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I do have a radish plant. Okay, so we've got all the variety on the food side. We've got maize. Okay. We got two tomato plants. Okay, now, so come tomorrow, we should be good. So, guys, just process the starch for now. All right, we got a worker back in business. Now we'll power this back up. Power that down. And we're most of the way through the night. This is going to help making sure we have full charges on our solar, on our power. Ideally, what I would like to do now, I could do 2 things. One, I got nothing to trade. So we could, again, take out the landing pad. I would like to make this one the same size as this. So that would take us up to 25,000 storage from 20,000. Because this now will allow us to fill up on power each day. We could also power down the storage unit. Okay. Now notice half the crew is sleeping. We do have an extra bit of bioplastic. We'll put in one more bed. That's because we're kind of triple bunking at the moment. But we're about to hit daylight, and we're going to have some cavalry aspect to power. Oh, shit. Okay, we're good. Everybody's inside. That's good. Now, the next issue is we're going to have to get a factory built. We have 2 spare parts. One's going to have to go here. One will have to go here. This one's still in excellent condition. This one shows excellent, but it's about to drop to good. Once it drops to good, they'll go out to fix it. But, oh, Jesus, that was close. See what I'm saying, people? Look how many folks would have just died. 2 workers, a biologist, 2 medics, maybe 4 workers would have just died if that meteor had been that much closer. Okay, now we're back up. But you see what I'm saying here is if going into the night, I'm going to shut this one down and draw off this one. And then we're going to try to get power up. We recycle this, we're going to get 2 back. We need 5 to do another one this size. We could take this out and boom, confetti, problem solved. Right? That makes sense? See, because now we're full on power. And there's still daylight left. So we're not really efficiently using... Okay, now we're into nighttime. So now we're going to draw off of this one. Bleed it down. All right, there's 4 of the 5. We may actually have a metal about to produce. This machine would be close. All right, as soon as this clears out, which is about to, we're going to have that extra metal. There we go. Should turn that on first, but that's okay. All right, so now, if they get over here and get this built, so an engineer is available. He's running stuff around, which is not my favorite thing for engineers to be doing. But then again, they got lazy in the last one and almost got us all killed. All right, so now we got everything over here to build. So now we just need an engineer to go over there and build. And he's on the way. Hooray. I say he. It's Macon from Bacon. Not bacon from Macon. Okay, cool. So now, as we come around and power starts coming up, we should now have 25,000 power to work with. So we're going to go, now we're going to refocus our efforts on a factory because we need spare parts. Now we got somebody hurt, but we do have medical supplies. We do have bioplastic. Food is seeming to come back. Salad, yep. Okay, we got some basics, but we could shorten the supply lines here a little bit, but I think we're all right. People are going to be eating. I'm all right if we're in good status. We're not looking to bring anybody in right now. And do we have 5 or 6 engineers? 6. Beautiful. We've run out of medical supplies. We keep getting people hurt in the mine, but there's nothing really I can do about that. Which just brings us back to this. Okay, so now let's look at our grid situation. Water. We're looking good. Okay, now water consumption goes up at night, but we've got plenty here to compensate. The biolab or the biodome being the issue. Okay, power. We've got 25,000 storage. We're producing 22 oxygen for 30 people. Oh, 30 oxygen for 22 people. Okay. Yes, it will fill up power storage. Yes, absolutely. How are you, David? Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having a great week so far. And now, as long as nobody's hurt, we can power this down just to save a little energy. We should be producing quite a bit of... Whoops. We got 7 workers. Okay, you guys want to keep pushing. Keep pushing. All right. We just need to keep the docks moving over here. And now, it looks like the issue becomes falling behind on medicinal pads. And with those actually not showing excellent, that means we could use another biologist or two. They keep working their way along, but at some point it goes bad. All right, so let's get, well, we got 4 people working the machines. All right, keep producing ore then, guys. Just don't get hurt. All right, so we're producing 130 power. We're consuming 50. So we are filling these suckers up pretty quick, and that's a good thing. That's a bad thing. That was close. Well, okay. We've seen closer. Boy, howdy, have we seen closer. Did some butt for brains get hurt? Did I miss a memo? No, we're working on it. There's a medical supply. Hooray. All right, landing pad is up. This is good. We're kind of starting to recover a bit here. Let's get this to 100. Get out of there. Okay, they're sleepy. Sleepy is okay. Here. Have you asleep. Let's power that down for a minute. All right. If we wanted to trade, what would we trade? We could trade some starch. Looks like we're starting to get production on spares going here, which is good. So, okay. Let's bring a trade ship in. As long as they're not ridiculous on what they want, we'll be okay. And again, this is why you don't fill up your bunks, especially on this planet, as it were. Next item of business. We do have quite a bit of engineers. Let's put a semiconductor foundry in. We start making chips, and then we can start looking at a robotics lab. We're going to have to find some place to put that, though. The other concern I have, which we're going to fix in a couple of ways. We'll put this here. Is we're going to build a command center. I want a command center in here because we are, you know, you get a solar flare, you want to be able to get people back in the base, and the only way to do that immediately is to signal a yellow alert. Oh, you don't have to build anything in the command center. You don't have to power the command center. Just build the command center. Boom. Small one is 2 and 2. So it's 3 and 3. All right, so we need 3 metal, all right, and 3 bioplastic, which now, though, there's a demand for that stuff because now we're looking to make semiconductors because we need a bot shop at some point. All right, here's a medical trader. All right. Don't be a jerk. You're a jerk. Go away. And just maybe... Oh, I need to power the med bay up here. So we'll bring this medical kit in here and put it in the cabinet. All right, there's 2 medical kits. We're in business. Now we'll power that up. Now let's look at our, again, look at our grid. 58 over 130. We can shut down the landing pad easy enough. That's 5, right? But we are producing far more than we use. And then one more check of water. We know we're good on that. And we should have the ability to put, I mean, we could put another medicinal pad in here. We just need to get ahead on it. That's the problem. Or we could put another starchy pad. I don't think I have a potato pad. Let's put a potato pad in. We don't got taters. Yeah, we got maize, wheat, peas, rice, now taters. We got 2 tomatoes, 1 lettuce, an onion, a radish, and a mushroom pad, and then a medicinal plant pad. So that's about as much variety as you can get going with food. All right, we just went into night. We're fully stocked, 25K on power. We have spare parts. Shut down spare parts, make these. We actually have a semiconductor. Now, if we decide, if we go guns, we could also take out the landing pad to have metal to make the control center. So we're gonna kind of stretch this out a little bit here. And then as soon as we get that built, we're going to build another O2 generator and look to possibly shift the med bay off of here. No, this will be okay. All right, this guy actually has stuff we can use. The question is, how much do you want? 45% commission we can work with. We ain't got much, but we got something, right? We got tons of meals, all right? We can trade that away. We can trade these away. We can trade that away. We could trade this away. I mean, that's a lot of value. We can't get, we don't need this, okay? But what we can do is get 3 of these and some coinage. Let's get 1 of these just to have, try to get ahead. Oh, slow your roll. There. All right. Gets us a little bit of coinage, okay? But gets us some stuff we can use. All right. Everybody go out there, start doing the stuff shuffle. You know something? Belay this. Everybody get that shit back inside. What are you doing, A-Train? I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. You should know that by now. All right, that machine's only got 1. That's got 1. We got 3, 4. What are you doing? We're going to build a new storage over here because we're going to have to clear out this arm and this arm to make a bigger biodome. And we're about to need a bigger biodome. We're not going to build the farm domes like I said at the beginning. We're not looking to build the biggest storage or the biggest farm dome. We are going to build a big storage here though. All right, so 5. Now, we also, in playing Hoth Hideout, figured out the issue with multiple trade ships. So if you have more than 1 landing pad, good. Now, this. Yes, it is the big one. That's right. Okay, we're gonna build the big one. My line's not exactly straight, but it's close enough. I'll have to live with it. If you have multiple landing pads, and you have, say, a starport pad, and you have a big cargo ship come in, and you're loading like 100 things onto it, and you get down to one item, and another ship comes in, that ship becomes the priority, okay? So if you have a big cargo ship come in, and you're wanting to make a big trade of trying to get a lot of junk out of your inventory, turn off traders, okay? Because you want everybody focused on taking care of that one trade ship. Because sometimes if you don't have enough people or bots, or too far from storage out to the LZ, then that ship won't get done before another trade ship comes in, and then the works get screwed up. The priority is no longer the first ship, which is on the clock to get loaded. And if you don't get it loaded, then you're going to wind up with 100 things to have to clean up. You see what I'm saying? Go back to production, guys. All right, we got another. All right, this is good. We should be, yeah, we're close here. Here comes the metal for it. And here comes the bioplastic for it. Okay, good. Good show. So, all right, trade ship. This is General Trader. He's got stuff we can use. And let's see, the color of the ship is one thing, but there's a symbol on them too. And that kind of tells you what they're doing. Freelance Trader. So he's got stuffs. Now we're not going to get that. This we could use. Oh, 35% commission. We can't get there, can we? $192. There, we can't get there. Wait. Let me see if it'll remath for us. Let's give him a second. We could really use that driller bot though. Really. Okay. And this is going to eat into our power, but I think maybe we got. Oh, yeah, we got there. Okay. Let's back one of these out. Back one of these out. What else can we back out? One of these. Yeah. That's it. Trade it. Get it that driller bot. Ooh. That's a big deal. Okay. Yes, it's low on oxygen. I get it. Which is why we're going to build this right here. Because we can build stuff off that dome, and I want to have the ability to oh, this is going to create a problem with our water. Okay. We're not going to be upgrading that anytime soon. So let's build another water hoopa-joop over here. And let's... We're under attack. We need to get this command center. We're going to build the command center this way. So what we're going to need here is once we build this, we may look to build another airlock here. All right, there's the materials we need for this, which is good. But then we need this built. And what we need here, we got a driller bot, which freed up a human spot. Now, here's the problem. Well, maybe the O2 generator is not so bad. Yeah. So we're going to look to go that way around. And we're going to go this way with production stuffs. Which I would like to get this out of there. So let's get the water situation squared away first. And Okay, well, I hate to bring us to an abrupt end. It's been an hour and a half. We're on our way, but I have a friend that just came a-calling, so I'm going to have to cut things short. I apologize. But that's going to wrap up this episode of Planetbase, now available on Steam from Madruga Works. And let's save and then exit. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry to cut it short like that. My dad called earlier. Things are going goofy on me. But unexpected. So hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Join us on Discord. Link in the description below. Send us a donation via PayPal. Link as well. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.